My name is Saeshan Selva, and I'm here to talk a little bit about this product I am working on. And what it is, simply put, is a way for all people, specifically non technical people, to be able to build robust and potent computer use agents with just prompts, meaning single text prompts or voice prompts. Like you could just talk to it like you're talking to an employee. And what happens is in the back end, we'll just call it a bot, turns that verbal or textual instruction into a working computer use agent. So there's all this hype about agents, right? But fundamentally, the way I see it is an agent is a bunch of workflows that run autonomously. And a workflow can be as simple as at a certain time, like every day, order me my Uber Eats, my favorite meal, or my last ordered meal. But notify me first if I would like that meal. Ping me on my phone. And if I say yes, order the meal. That is a simple consumer focused workflow. Now, if we're talking a more professional work related workflow, it could be something like go to my MLS listing platform, download today's expired listings, put that on a CSV. For each item on the CSV, enrich the data with owners' names and owners' contact info, phone numbers, and emails. And for each item, use Twilio or some email service to send out cold messages and send me the hot leads. So when people respond and the bot is talking to it back and forth, the hot leads get directed right to me. Like I see it on my phone. Bob Jones and Mary Delacroix in Dallas, Texas are very interested in hiring you as an agent, a real estate agent. So these are examples of workflows. And if a bot has a bunch of these workflows, let's say five of them, and it can trigger them autonomously, meaning it's scheduled every day at a certain time, it runs a workflow, or it's recurring every few minutes or hours, it does a workflow, or it's based on an event, like a new email comes in, a new text comes in, a client leaves a voicemail, okay, a new message on a social media platform, yada yada, or even self prompting. Basically, we have a reasoning model that we have fed our ethos or the company's ethos. And the model, this reasoning model, self prompts and triggers workflows on its own, depending on if it's doing anything else, if there's availability on the computer to do work at that time, there's nothing else scheduled, and if this workflow being done is in line with the company's mission. And that is the very definition of autonomous, a thing that does stuff by itself. You don't need to tell it to do things. You tell it once and you tell it when you want it done, and it does it. So, this product I've been working on is pretty comprehensive, meaning it is a web app, but it's also got integrations with your mobile phones. So, there's native iOS app already made, and thinking about building an Android app as well. And basically, every device you have is integrated with this service, meaning you can talk to your Jarvis, okay, or your Samantha from her, whatever, from any device, and you can ask it to do work. You can check on the status of work, and you can build new workflows simply with words. Right now, it's better to type in what workflow you want to build simply because it is a lot of text and having to read it all out or speak it out loud can be tedious. It may mess up. But right now, it flawlessly turns text instructions into comprehensive and robust workflows like that. So I'm going to jump right into a demo and we'll talk more about it. Thank you. So we're going to do a quick demo of the web app, and the goal is to have a really, really simple to use interface people can talk to, and just like a little employee of sorts, and you can give them instructions on what you want to build, it'll build it, and then you can set when it should do stuff. And basically, anything on a browser, almost anything on a computer that a human can do, we can tell this bot we want it to do that, and it will build the infrastructure to do so. So I'm going to show it right now, real quick. Hi. Terrible latency.
Hello. How can I assist you today?
I want to build a workflow.
Please provide your complete workflow instructions in your next message. Workflow build order submitted.
Go to builder view.
View changed.
So this is the bot's VM. Every bot has a virtual machine of its own that it can control and do things on. And we can constantly see what it's doing to know it's doing the right things. So users would not actually see these logs and this VS Code interface, but you guys get a sneak peek. So this is a really simple workflow. Go to X or Twitter, get some posts from a certain profile, put them in a CSV file. For each CSV item, which is a post, use a LLM's API to get a response or write a response and then respond to each post. So we gave it that instruction, and it has a sequence of steps it follows to build a workflow, creates a plan, installs any dependencies required, writes each script, tests each script like eval, fixes it if needed, and just runs through the whole sequence until it's complete properly. And then it saves the workflow. And so it's building it right now as we speak. And we can come back to that in a second. Go to dashboard view.
View changed.
So there's a bunch of views, but the goal is we want a really, really simple interface for people to find it incredibly easy to build workflows, to set them to run at different times. We got autonomy here. You got timers, you got triggers, and I talked a bit about it earlier. And one of the core parts of this app is that it is a marketplace, meaning users build workflows and they can sell them. Users build capabilities, which are smaller tasks, and many tasks make up a workflow. An example of a task could be extract emails from a web page, okay? Extract stuff from a PDF and put it in a certain file, okay? Send messages using Twilio. Go to my Gmail, put any unread emails in a CSV file, okay? And as users make capabilities, they can sell those too. And I believe in capitalism. When you incentivize people making stuff by allowing them to make money off of it, then high quality creations will be built. Okay? You can also research a capability where you tell the bot what capability you want it to research, build, meaning it will write code, it will test code, and it will add it to its arsenal, its little toolkit, and it does this by itself. It's like self learning, if that makes sense. Okay. We want people to earn, and we want non technical people to be able to build workflows. It's not just the coders who should benefit from LLMs. Tools like Copilot, Cursor, they are incredible. They really, really are. But we must enable the non technical individuals and let them also benefit from these LLMs or specifically code creation. All right. So that was a success. We can confirm this. We go to x.com. This is probably really small. Let me make this bigger. Okay. We go to me profile. We go to replies. And look at that. We just sent this. We just sent that. Self replicating spaceships. What a horrible idea. And I'm going to cut this short right here. And I'm going to show you the iOS integration where you can ask your bot, you call it whatever name you want, to order you some food. And it will do so. Thank you for watching. So, really quick, I just want to show you guys how building a capability works. There's two ways to build capabilities right now. One is using our no code drag and drop interface, and the other is manually submitting a single or a series of Python scripts that achieve a certain task. And we here at Y Technologies, flowOS, we manually review each Python script or scripts to ensure they are safe, they work robustly, they do the task they set out to do, and then we can put it on the store. And a user who builds a capability can choose if they want to keep it just for themselves or they want to monetize it. So this is our design your capability UI. It looks very sparse and it's lacking in functionality, but the gist of it is you can drag a sequence of building blocks, kind of like Legos, okay? And for each Lego block or building block, you can define what exactly you want this capability to do. And as you design these blocks and you press submit, you press go and you give it a name and whatnot, in the back end, the bot takes these series of blocks and it builds code as these blocks expected to. Okay? And it works pretty well, but there are edge cases where it doesn't work too good. And that's why we encourage users who want to build capabilities to manually submit scripts they submit scripts for manual review. Like we can review it by hand, by a human effort, because the goal is we want collaboration. We want network effects. We want users to build things that other users can benefit from too. So now we're going to test the iOS companion app out. I'm going to try to order some Doordash, my favorite Chipotle bowl, and we're going to do it from the phone, okay? With this hilariously bad UI. Hey,
Hello. How can I assist you today?
I want to build a workflow.
Please provide your complete workflow instructions in your next message.
I want to order my favorite bowl from Chipotle using Doordash.
Workflow build order submitted.
Go to dashboard view.
View changed.
So let's take a look at the bot's browser. See if it's doing anything yet. It's doing something. While it's doing that, so the goal is to have the user's devices all integrated with this bot, allowing them to communicate with it and give it work orders or just check on the status of stuff. Like we can do this. What is the status of the build?
The workflow building process began with identifying a similar pre-existing workflow, specifically the order my favorite Chipotle bowl from Doordash build. Following this, new folders were created to organize the work. The system then proceeded to adapt this pre-existing workflow, making necessary modifications. Finally, a master plan was crafted to develop a robust workflow, culminating in the message adapted, which indicates success.
Okay, so you guys get the gist of it. And let's see if it's doing it by now. I think it is. Okay, so the goal is we want users to have all their devices integrated with this tool so they can just talk to it, give it natural language instructions, meaning no code, no fancy stuff. And why is it going to alcohol? It's too early. Come on. What is this? Oh, God. Oh, my favorite. Bro. Oh, my God. Come on. Pick your bowl. Come on. Buy your bowl. Okay, so it's kind of doing it. And let's see how it goes, man. I talk too much, honestly. I'm not doing anything here. Let me show you guys. I ain't doing shit. Okay. Hands off. Hands off. My favorite bowl. So clearly, the system can be greatly improved. Okay. But you guys get the gist of it. This is what people wanted Siri to do. They want to just be like, Siri, buy my food for me. Or they want to be like, book that appointment for me and put it in my Google Calendar. You know, they're just talking to their phone. And that's what Apple Intelligence wanted to do. And they probably will do it soonish. They are Apple. As well as all these other companies trying to build similar, like, Jarvis experiences. But the difference here is we have it. I am not doing shit. I am not. This ain't some mechanical Turk, okay? That meal is about to be ordered. I'm gonna cut it short because I'm broke. I don't have the money to buy Uber Eats right now or DoorDash. But you guys get the gist of it. You speak to it on your phone, on your computer, wherever, and it gets right to it. It builds it for you and it runs it, okay? And that is something special. So, to summarize, there is a fight going on right now. I wouldn't really call it a fight, but it's a battle where we must use this powerful new technology, this generative AI, to help the non-technical people, of which there are many. They are the number of developers is only like 10% of the world population at most, okay? And this generative AI, these LLMs greatly help developers. I'm a developer. So I'm telling you, ever since ChatGPT became a thing and you got these coding assistant tools like Microsoft Copilot, Cursor, Windsurf, Klein, they're incredible. And they help the individual developers in a synchronous manner, meaning they sit down, they start coding, they get the help, they pack up, they go home, it's done. I have this vision of having this tool that is asynchronous and it helps the community, meaning it's not just one developer who benefits, it's everybody. As more and more workflows are built and capabilities as well, others get to benefit from that. Their bots get stronger and smarter. Their bots' toolkits grow bigger, allowing them to say prompts and turn them into built infrastructure that can run recurringly and autonomously, meaning the bot decides when to run it. And that is powerful. That is the future. And we make it super easy for non technical individuals to get going. You don't have to build capabilities or workflows. You can just import them from the marketplace. Let other more capitalizing individuals build these workflows and monetize them. Let them make money. That is how great things are built, honestly. You give people an incentive. I am all about the rewards as opposed to the punishment. Punishment is crucial. You need to punish bad behavior, but you must reward good behavior. And there's no reward like money in this current day and age. It sucks, but it's the way it is. Let people eat, let people get paid. That is my vision, okay? And we want to bring the Jarvis, the Jetsons bot, okay, the Samantha from her. We want to bring that future to the now. We want people to have that now. And yes, what I've built, it's not the best. It's kind of janky. It looks a bit ugly. It runs. And if it wasn't just one developer, if it was a team of developers doing each one of these segments by my direction, great things will be built. And regardless of that, great things are being built and they will continue to be built. It's just a question of how fast can it be done. So if you got this far, I appreciate you. Once again, my name is Saeshan. I'm building this flowOS product, this system, and we want to help the non technicals. Thank you, everybody.